All right, the next step, we're going to tie in this cycle to our previous unit 2, and we talked about cell transport. So this water, it's actually going to have to diffuse in through the cell membrane as well as this membrane around the chloroplast. So when water is diffusing, okay, think about what is that word when water is diffusing. Okay, you should have said osmosis. So water is actually going to get in here through osmosis. All right. Oxygen. How does oxygen, how is that going to leave our chloroplasts and enter our mitochondria? What kind of transport? Remember our transport options. You can be diffusion, osmosis, facilitated diffusion. Okay, then we have our protein pump, our endocytosis, and our exocytosis. So we should have remembered oxygen, that's just plain old diffusion. It's going to move from high concentration to low concentration. Okay. Also, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is very small, just like oxygen, so it's going to diffuse into the chloroplast as well as out of the mitochondria. It's going to move through diffusion through those cell membranes. All right, and now last, we have our glucose. So our glucose is a big molecule. If you remember, this glucose is C6H12O6. We got a lot of elements and a lot of atoms, okay, coming together here. So how is it going to get into the cell, right? It's going to be too big. If you think back to our cell membrane notes, right, here's our cell membrane. That oxygen is just really small. It can just slip right on through here. But our glucose is a big molecule. It's not going to fit through there. It just won't work. Okay, it's going to need the help of a transport protein. So if you think back, right, we have a transport protein. This thing is going to move large and charged molecules. Okay, this is my protein. And so with the help of this protein, we can just diffuse right through. And so when we do that, that's going to be, when you have to use the help of a protein, that's called facilitated diffusion. Okay, facilitated diffusion. And it just needs the help of that protein because it's just too big to diffuse through normally. All right, so that's tying in all of these units that we've been talking about.